All right. What's going on, YouTube? It's D Got About Lights. Let's go ahead and tap into your 2026 All Signs reading. We are going to be using the After Tarot deck to see what's coming in for you. And I also have my Grimstail deck. So I am loving this deck. This one is new for me. I do have some oracle messages and we'll pull like a career message and stuff like that. But I wanted to go ahead and just get your all signs reading done. Let's see what's coming in for you guys. So let's just go ahead and get everything cleared up. I'm just going to give it a minute while I get ready. Let's see. Where did I put it? Okay, forget it. Alright, we're going to go from Aries to Pisces. I think that's how we're going to do it today. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab it. Let me grab something. Hold on. Okay. Yes, we're going to do Aries to Pisces. We're going to go that in order. Alright. So let's go ahead and get started. I will be pulling a career and finance message as well. And then we will get a guidance message at the end. Yeah, that's like the best feeling. Alright. We'll go ahead and start with this one. And I will clarify with Grimstails just because I like the imagery on that deck. Alright. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, of deep purest form of divine white light, all that is in service to my highest self. At this time, I ask for your protection as I move through the energy of the collective. Okay, there we go. We had the star energy pop out. I love how that works out. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Aries. We're going to run through the deck, okay? We're going to do this one a little bit different. Holy Spirit, we'll start with our Aries collective. What's going on with our Aries collective, Holy Spirit? What do they need to know? What is coming in for them for the new year? Okay. We have the Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay, so in the After Tarot deck, just to give you guys a heads up, a lot of what this explains is what comes after you make your decisions, okay? So right now we have, for Aries, we have the Seven of Wands with the Four of Cups. So I feel like right now you're kind of standing your ground with somebody. This is someone you feel like you had to take a love offer away from, or you just feel like there's something that wasn't, you were hoping and praying for it, and you're starting to realize that this wasn't the gift that you thought it was. Or maybe you feel like at one point it was, and you felt like it was something worth fighting for. Now you're starting to realize you're not really wanting to invest in this, and you're also feeling, I don't know if it's that you feel like your faith has been a little corrupted, like you stopped focusing on the gifts that God is trying to give you, and you started blocking him out a bit. But this is coming from a place of guardedness. Like you feel, this is, I don't know why I'm feeling the Nine of Wands, like wounded warrior energy. But there's a sense of you feeling like, I'm tired of being the one having to battle against everyone. So you're taking something, you're like removing yourself from the situation. If this is like a work and career thing, it feels like you're telling somebody you're not giving as much as you used to. Like you could be taking a step down. If you were like in like a management role or something like that, you could be saying, you know what, I'd rather take a step back than to deal with this crap. Or if someone is trying to get you to take a manager role, you're telling them no, it's just not worth it. Like the money's not worth it. It's not worth the emotional weight or the stress of battling everyone. I'm also getting for some of you, there could be some sort of quarrel within the family. I feel like this is somebody you used to give a lot of love to, spend a lot of time with. I feel like you're backing away from whoever this is or whoever these people are because it feels like multiple people. And it's like you're telling somebody, like, and you, and you, and you. I'm sick of all of y'all shit. You're telling somebody. Like you're standing up for yourself and you're not letting somebody get over on you anymore. I also feel like you're letting somebody go or you're kicking somebody out. We have the high priestess here with the 7 of Pentacles. You're really looking at what you've invested your time and energy into, and you're just like, if this is all I'm getting out of this, I'd rather just fly the hell away or send you packing. But there's something intuitively telling you that the way that you're going about handling the situation with these people, it's not going to work if you keep allowing them to get the best of you emotionally. Aries. Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Aries or Leo. But that's what I'm getting here. I also see Pisces, Cancer. There's somebody here that feels they know that they just like you deserve more, or they know that they're not fully invested in you, but this is like low key a little bitterness, like somebody's low key hating on you. This feels like the matriarch or the patriarch of the family is upset that someone is trying to remove themselves or move away from themselves, or someone is not standing up for them. So like, let's say this is like a parent or a boss or something. They feel like you were supposed to have their back and you're standing up for yourself. You're not falling into this mess because you feel like someone is not giving to you the way you're like, yo, I've gave you a lot of my time and my energy and you're not, you treat me like crap, or you act like I'm disposable, or you just go behind my back and talk trash to other people, and enough is enough. That's what this feels like. Like, I've let you slander my name long enough. I'm not dealing with that no more. And I feel like you have somebody that has your back in this, but for whatever reason, you're looking at this and you're saying, what the hell am I continuing to get upset for? What am I continuing to invest in this for? These people are not even worth it. And whoever it is that you're standing up to, like, the tables are turning for them. And they're mad that these tables are turning on them, Aries. Yep. And this could be, I'm telling you, this has to be family. You could be the child and the parent is upset about this, or this could be your child. Take it how it resonates. Or if this is like a spouse or a partner, someone feels like, how dare their kid stand up to them in this way, or not take their side against you, Aries. Somebody is finally standing up for you, and whoever it is around them, this feels like an older person. This person is pissed. They're not happy that their child is standing up for you. They thought that they would take their side, and it's like, nope. Because what's wrong is wrong. So Aries, I feel like you have a bit of a fight going on here within the home, possibly, or with the friend group, or within a relationship. And somebody's either sticking up for you, or you're standing up for yourself, and you're telling somebody, I'm done. That's what I'm getting here. If this is work, that's what this feels like. Like there's a boss or somebody you're standing up to, or just someone that's in a, maybe this isn't like somebody that's like super high up. This could be someone that just got promoted and they're trying to like throw their ego around, and you're like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And maybe they only got to that place because of the help that you offered. Now you're taking it away and you're like, oh, you think you're high and mighty? Cool. Fall on your ass this time. Because I'm not investing as much as I used to. And they're wishing that you did. They don't like the fact that you're pulling away, or the fact that you're not giving as much energy, but something in you is telling you to be quiet, to not offer any help, and to like keep your knowledge or your information to yourself. Don't offer as much anymore. I also feel like you're not investing in somebody anymore. You're not giving them money. You're not helping them to gain more money. If this is like commission based or something, you're not trying to make sure that their commission is looking good. You're focused on yours. There's something about that here. Let's see. What's coming in for career and finance for Aries? Great match. So you're on the verge of like moving towards something that's more fulfilling for you, and there's people around you that feel that. That's why you could be in the midst of a little bit of chaos. It's because they're seeing this happen. And I feel like there's something about you. It's like right when it gets really, really hard, where you're like, I'm fighting for my life at this job, or I'm fighting for my life with this company. There's something about that you feel like, holy crap, like should I even continue to do this? And Spirit is like, the door is getting ready to open for you. Just like stay the course. Don't quite give up just yet. Um, there's something you need to learn here about dealing with difficult people and how to control yourself within the midst of difficulty, like the remaining calm in the midst of chaos. That's what I'm getting for you, Aries. Hold on one second, guys. I need to get this to connect, and for whatever reason it is not. Okay. All right. So that is for you, Aries. Let's go ahead and move on to, what are we moving on to? Taurus. Taurus, let's see what is coming in for you. I feel like, okay, 2026. Let's see what's coming in 2026. Yo, I don't know, but Aries, you're setting somebody straight. 2026, you're not taking no crap, and you're moving towards a lot of financial independence. That looks good. Okay, Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus, Holy Spirit, for 2026? All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Taurus, I feel like if you were struggling financially or you were worried about, I feel like you could be up in the air about a lot of things in your life right now. Like you just don't know which direction your life can move in. I feel like you have a lot of emotions that you haven't expressed to someone, or there's a lot on your mind that you've been juggling with and you're trying to manage it all. I don't feel you're going to be able to keep this in anymore. King of Cups energy, you're going to start spilling everything out. You could be very stable, very grounded, but I feel like right now there's going to be a bit of an upheaval when it comes to the way you think and the way you feel, and it's happening because you have to be more authentic. There's something about this where you're trying to save face and you're trying to put on for people, because you just want things to be okay. That's about to change. They're not going to let you do that. Yep, Four of Pentacles here with the Page of Swords. There's something you have to learn about this. This is something about yourself they're wanting you to do a deep dive on. For some of you, this feels like you could be really battling like an abandonment wound. Like you really don't want someone or people to leave your life, or you just don't want things to change. And I feel some things are going to need to die off. And this has something to do with the way you are expressing yourself or the lack of speaking your truth. Like in the moment, speaking up for yourself. I also feel like if money is a problem here, you're going to start being really good about budgeting. You're going to put money away for a rainy day. You're going to stop spending so much out, because this feels like if you're out and about, you're spending money. That's going to stop. And I also feel like you're going to be planning for a trip or something, because he's looking at this boat. So you could be planning for a trip, planning a getaway of some sort, but it feels like you want more. And it's something about your finances that you feel like holding you back. So this is like, I got to get grounded with my finances, or I need to get better at my spending so that I don't feel stuck to a situation all because of money not being 100% right. If this is in work, this feels like you're staying at a job because it's convenient. But a part of you feels like you're not growing there and you feel like you could be doing more or making more money, but you don't want to rock the boat right now, because everything feels so up in the air. So you're just trying to plan your next steps. But there's a part of this that feels like you got to bite your tongue and grin and bear it in order to give yourself time to learn a new skill, or give yourself time to research what other opportunities are out there before you go for it. But I feel like the minute you speak up about you going for something, and you get more intentional about your moves, I feel like one, it's going to come in for you. I just see you trying to figure out, is this the right move, or where do I go next? And until then, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing, and I'm gonna wait for the right time to go. This feels like plotting energy, Taurus. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, you're waiting for the perfect opportunity. Once this opportunity comes in, you're going to be ready to move. So right now, you're just coasting. That's what it feels like. But you don't like the way this feels. It's like you're bored somewhere and you don't like the way that feels, because you feel like you could be doing so much more, but there's something about not knowing how to get it off the ground, because this boat is going into the water, but it hasn't quite left the shore. So it's like I keep trying things, but I'm not quite getting it off the ground. And you're trying to figure out, like, "Oh, I just need a lucky break." And I feel like that's coming in soon. But there's a part of you that needs to be more authentic so that you can get this. That's what this feels like. If this is like relationship or something, it's like you're needing to, you're up, and you could be a little bit distant from someone right now. Or I feel like 2026 is really going to force you to be more present and speak your feelings right then and there. Like, you're not going to let things build up. I also feel like if you have deep feelings for somebody, you're going to be more expressive about how you feel. You're not going to hold back anymore. You're not going to fake how you love somebody or how much you love somebody, because you feel like maybe they don't love me the same, so I'm going to be quiet. Nah, you're going to be out loud with your love in 2026. This feels like confident love. This feels like, I'm tired of walking on eggshells around this kind of love. I want to be out loud with this. And I also feel like you feel the need to do that because you don't want to hold back and like miss the experiences of what that's like. Like, maybe you've had to do this in the past. You don't want to have to do that anymore. And the opportunity is coming for you to better understand yourself. And I feel like this helps your relationship progress forward. If this isn't a relationship, then this is just you telling people, like, sometimes I have to leave you guys here in order for me to go and embrace my new experiences or my new beginnings. So let's say you live in a small town and you've been there for a long time, and you're like, I'm not growing here. There's nothing I can learn here. You're getting ready to pack up and move to a new place. And sometimes that means having to leave your friends and family behind in order to go and embark on this new journey. And you may not have much to take with you along the way, but there is a blessing that comes because you move through fear and you embrace a new opportunity that can be a little bit scary, but it's ultimately going to be good for you. So just keep that in mind. Career and finance for Taurus. Could be dealing with there's a lot of earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. I also see Scorpio. So we have cultivation here. You're in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds that you have planted in order to reap the rewards. So expect growth, expect things to change for you. But like I said, sometimes we want rapid, like spitfire growth. We want everything to happen right when we're ready for it, when we say. And sometimes you have to like stay the course. It's funny how this is kind of like blending into Aries energy. You could have Aries in your chart somewhere, but that's the energy that I'm feeling. Like, you're so ready to just move, and you're like ready to stand up for yourself and defend yourself and fight for you and the things that you need when it comes to your finances, when it comes to love, when it comes to friends and family. Like, you're more like, you're not biting your tongue as much. And I feel, Taurus, that because you are growing right now, you can feel a little distant from the world. You can feel a little isolated, and you can feel a little like outer body, like you don't feel quite like yourself. And it's because you're growing into a better version of you in 2026. Okay. And I feel like when it comes to your money, you have the time to really build an idea where you are. And that's what they're telling you. Just like be patient, understand that things are getting better, but you do need to, you're gonna have to kind of grin and bear it a little bit until that time comes. Okay, so that is Taurus. Let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. Gemini. All right, Gemini. What's coming in for Gemini? Spirit. Judgment in the reverse. The Queen of Wands. Gemini, I feel like 2026 is going to force you to become more confident within yourself. It's going to make you want to be more of a leader and to take charge when it comes to your life. And this is something that you don't want to have to do, but you're going to be pushed to do it. I feel like you're going to be manifesting things a lot faster, and that kind of helps you too. I see somebody going through like weight loss. So I'm not sure if it's that your finances um, kept you home or you're like, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to spend no money. I don't want to do anything. And it's like something picks up and now you're going out more. So you're not as stressed. And I feel like weight just starts to fall off of you. I also see that you are being careful about what you ingest as well. Somebody could be doing some sort of weight loss supplements or something like that. But I feel like you go from looking one way and then something switches in you where you're just like, I'm tired of living this life, or you're just tired of looking at people around you and everyone's kind of getting their life together, and that's forcing you to want to do the same for you. Judgment in the reverse is something you don't want to see. Like 2025 could have really made you look at yourself and had to see all the good and the ugly, and you're taking all the information, all the knowledge that you've learned, all the experiences that you've had, and you're now taking that with you into 2026 to make you a better version. um and I feel like this brings a lot of confidence because when you overcome an obstacle and you know that God then like took you through there and brought you out of it, you gain an appreciation and a confidence to you where you know that, listen, if God can bring me through this, he can bring me through anything. And I feel, Gemini, that you're understanding that because you have this guide that's walking with you. You don't really see it though, but they're there. Whoever this ancestor is, this is somebody that walks with you and tries to help you, but you don't really see them. You can sense them, but you probably don't really see who this is. But this is someone that's trying to help you in this new year, to be more like charismatic, be more magnetic with your energy, get in a higher vibration, like start looking at things from a different perspective, because the more you start to enjoy life more, the more you start to see life from a better place where you're not looking at it from the lens of judgments. Because I feel like this feels like somebody that's been like judging everybody and then like staying to themselves because they feel like the world is too crazy, the world is too hard, so I want to stay away from that. This is the person that is saying, okay, I'm not going to continue to look at life this way anymore. I have to seek joy. I have to seek, um, like, I have to find the appreciation of things again. And because this person is doing this, or this is you, take how it resonates, because you're looking at life in this way, it's like not only are blessings coming for you, but this is giving you the okay to be confident. You could be switching up your style or getting a new hairdo. I see somebody cutting their hair, like trying to cut out dead weight to start fresh. I feel like somebody has really good skin too. But this is a transformation, like a chameleon. Like you're transforming, but in the best way, because it's like when you do this, people start to be like more attracted to you. They want to come towards you. They want to help you. They want to do things for you. I feel like you got a lot of luck on your side in 2026. Yep, 10 of Cups here with the 9 of Cups. This is beautiful. Gemini, you have a lot of love coming your way. The family is feeling a lot more peaceful. Um, it feels like you have a lot of friendships or like work. Something about the people you work with or your relationship is getting really, it's like everything is coming and balancing out. I also feel like you feel like you're finally getting wish fulfillment, like you're finally getting the blessings that you've been waiting for. So if you've been experiencing like a period of uncertainty or doubt or just like a bout of depression, you're coming out of that and you're like, oh, thank you, God. because I was getting tired of sitting in this. Like somebody legit would just sit in their space for a period of time, and when they look up, they didn't even realize how much time had passed. But I feel like that's what's changing for you. 10 of Cups to the 9 of Cups speaks of you understanding the importance of loving you so that you can then love everyone else. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Wands. So for me, when I see the 5 of Wands, you could just feel like you could have been really guarded, feeling like everyone was out to get you. Or this is could have just been a little bit of insecurity. And I feel like now you're moving out of that and you're moving towards a place where you finally are loving yourself, and you feel like not only are you financially stable, where you living a little bit more comfortable, but it feels like you are just, it's like you're embracing life from a different, in a different way, and you're getting all the things that you've been waiting for. Don't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of rainbows. You could be driving and you see the rainbow in the sky. These are signs to let you know like brighter days are ahead. Okay. In work, I feel the same way. I feel like you could have like really good people that you work with, or there may be new people coming in, and it feels more like community. It's like you start actually getting more friends or something, or you are thinking about going outside more, making new friends, checking out different groups or something like that. Because this is people that they're coming together like to have conversations. So this could be like group therapy, or you taking a class or something like that. But this just feels like you feel more confident to go out in the world. And you feel very happy about this. And this could have been something that you struggled with for a long time. So for 2026, this is a big deal for you, Gemini. I feel like you're being tested to see how you handle differences of opinions and conflicts, and also like, can you move through fear? Because something keeps telling me that when you are ready to go out, or you're ready to experience new things, something like anxiety hits you and it stops you from it wanting to put yourself out there or to be seen. 2026, you about to be seen, whether you like it or not. And I feel like it could be at your job, where people are starting to recognize the way you work and your level of effort, or your meticulousness, because there's something about the way you could be really good with detail and stuff like that. So you're standing out. I feel like this is something that's going to put people in a competitive nature towards you, and you're going to be like, me? I never would have thought I was competition. Baby, you are. You are. Also, this is a reminder for you to stay away from conflict, stay away from drama. You keep yourself in a good space. Don't allow anyone to come and disrupt your peace. And this could be friends or family that may come in to start like little nitpicking, or saying little things to try to rile you up. Don't allow it to mess up your peace. This could be like, this could even be children. So just be careful, because there's a rat in the mist that's going to try to start some stuff, and they're telling you do not, like, literally block out the conflict. Block it out. Okay? Yeah, look, I kid you not. You have success here. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way, but you're on the right track. And that's exactly how this feels. Like, there's could have been a lot of things that are telling you, go do this, go do this. And you're like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I should go for this position. I don't know if I should look for a new job. I don't know if I should look for a new, if I should meet new people or put myself in a position to make new friends at this age, because we all say that as we get older, it becomes harder for you to like meet new people and stuff. Well, Gemini, I feel like you are in a position to open yourself up. You may be getting like a leadership role or something. And by doing this, it kind of branches you out to have to talk to people, to have to be confident, to have to take this role on. And I feel like you're going to do a really good job at it. So don't fight it. Don't fight it. All right, Cancer. Let's go on to Cancer. Oh, wait. Sorry, Gemini. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, that's what I got. All right. Cancer. I'm going to run out of space. We're going to have to clear this up. and move it over. 1 second, y'all. All right, Cancer. Cancer, we have Justice and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. There's something about you. Either you're feeling like you're getting the crappy end of the stick and that's about to turn around, or you've been getting the crappy end of the stick or been given the crappy end of the stick. There's something like this, and you're about to get a payout because of it. Now, this could be financially, this could be energetically, where you just feel light. You feel like if you were experiencing a lot of heaviness, this is being cleared up. So there's something about this. Hold on, y'all. Trying to, okay. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Because this is acting funny. I'm scared to cut this out, but I kind of need to see if I can edit this or set this up real quick. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that I can get the sound right, because I felt like it was going in and out. Okay, Cancer. Maybe you feel like, because everything happens for a reason. Maybe you feel like people are not hearing you clearly. Maybe you feel like there's too much noise, too much distractions, and you're not being heard, or 2026 is gonna like force you to stop caring about the need to be heard so much. There's something about that. But I feel like you're getting some sort of justice. Now, if justice was in the reverse, I would be letting you know, baby, there's something you did and there's some karma that's coming to smack that ass. But that's not what it's showing me here. They're showing me that there's somebody who has been experiencing a lot of like, you give, you give, you give, and you feel like people just take and you're left with very little. And I feel now that's about to shift. And I feel like the scales are about to get balanced for you. This could be legally, you may be going to court if you're battling something in court. I feel like you're going to be paying less than you thought you would have to, or someone's going to have to pay you more than you expected to get. So if this is like child support or spousal support, or like an accident or something that happened and you're waiting for money, I feel like you think you're gonna get less, but in actuality, you're gonna get more than you expected. I feel like this is something that you could have been worried about. I also feel like you could have been spiritually battling some things in 2025 that 2026 is gonna force you to move out of some sort of karmic situation here. I legit feel like you had something that was blocking your money, or there was a person that was wishing for you to fail financially, because there's a part of them wishing you failed that was going to bring them joy. And you have a guy that's like, not touch not my anointed. Because we have the 10 of Pentacles here, but there was somebody that did not want you to win, or there's something that was spiritually on you that didn't want you to win. So I'm not sure if someone was like trying to hold you back, or you had some sort of karmic energy around you that you needed to release in order to get these blessings, but you're breaking the cycle. There's something about this where you get the win after dealing with somebody that was taking from you. This is like, like a vampire energy, someone that was just like sucking you dry, taking a lot from you, and it was blocking your inheritance. Like you have a spiritual inheritance. Your ancestors are trying to bless you with money. They've been trying to warn you about this too. Like you got to get rid of this, or you have to move away from this. And this could have been like an addiction or something, or this could have just been something you were really fearful of. So if you were codependent on somebody where you just didn't want to be alone, or if you were codependent on somebody for finances, you were actually due to get more money without a person, but you felt like you had to hold on to someone so tightly that it blocked your blessing. Cancer. What? And the Eight of Pentacles, I'm telling you, for some of you, this is work. Ooh, okay. If you were working for a company and you were just like hoping that things will work out and that finances would look up, spirit was blocking it because of the person that you were working for or the people you were working with. Spirit wanted to cut this person out of the equation in order to give you your blessing. Yes, I am on Cancer. Hey, Spiritual Golden. Yes, this is crazy. You talking about it feels personal. I feel attacked myself. This is crazy, but that's how this feels. Like, because sometimes you feel like you have to grin and bear it, right? Like you're just like, you know what? Let me not ask for too much, or let me not do too much because I don't want to block the blessings that are coming in. So you'll just accept what you're given, and you feel like, well, you know what? Um, it could always be worse, or the other side of this may not be great, right? Like that grass is greener syndrome. You could have been afraid, like this may not work out the way I wanted to, so let me just be okay with what I'm getting. Let me continue to try to do my best. Let me help people whenever I can. And maybe this created a little bit of resentment in you. I feel like spirit doesn't want you in that space, and I feel like that's why stuff started moving. Stuff started switching up. And either something was getting kicked out in order for you to get this inheritance, or you needed to see the people you were working with or the people that you are surrounding yourself with weren't like they didn't want the best for you, and that's why a shift had to happen. But this pattern here is being brought to the surface, or this, I say pattern because sometimes it's of our own doing, right? Sometimes we have to speak up for ourselves, or we need to not be fearful about what's on the other side and just move anyway. If spirit is guiding us to go for our own justice, right? Seek out our own justice because our guides are backing us up, and God is like, no, this is what I need you to do. You need to be the karma for somebody, and we stay there. Stuff, it starts to like get stripped away, and it like it'll eat at you personally. It'll eat at your confidence. It'll eat at your energy levels. You'll start feeling depleted. You'll start feeling like you don't want to do nothing today, and you could have been like really vibrant, and next thing you know, you're like just gray and gloom and doom, and you're just like, what the hell happened? And spirit is like, no, I've been waiting for you to get out of this mess, and you keep fighting to stay here. Eight of Pentacles, you keep working to stay here, and we don't understand. So now things are getting ready to shift, because that Six of Pentacles is what you give is what you get, and it's also what people give to you, like that's going to reverse. So if someone is not giving you what you're owed, it's like taxes. They're going to have to pay that back. And I feel like you're getting more than you anticipated. So if you were getting paid little and somebody moved out, you could be getting the promotion. And then the money that you were thinking you were owed, now because somebody was giving you very little in the past, it's like you get double that, or you're getting more than you expected, and you're like, holy crap, I was just hoping to make this amount of money and now I'm making this. Like, yeah, because you didn't even realize how somebody was taking advantage of you just because you were willing to accept it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where this inheritance is coming from, because you have the Justice with the Ten of Pentacles. Like this is your guide saying, no baby, you deserve this, you were owed this, you just didn't think you were, you didn't know what you were deserving of. Like you were just taking what you were given, and you deserving more. So now I'm going to show you how much you deserve. And this feels like work. This feels like somebody you either work with, or this could be like how you're working within your connections. Good luck. I'm just saying, and the answer is right there. So it says your fortune is improving and you will get a lucky break. I'm telling you, it says collect the nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in the near future. So there's something about you getting a big come up after this, because you're breaking out of this cycle and you're starting to either fight for yourself, or you're just saying, you know what, I'm not going to invest or keep working in situations that are bringing me down. I'm going to move my energy into other areas where I know I can grow here, and I know I can learn more, and I know I'm going to be a lot happier. And that's how you're getting your justice, okay? Cancer, that was for you. Let's go ahead and move on to Leo. All right, Leo. Let's see what's coming in for 2026. Leo, 2026. I have not been on live. I need to do better, y'all. 2026, I'm doing better about going on live. That's why I forced myself yesterday and today to go on live, because I have this weird thing about being seen. I do not know why. I decided to hop on YouTube and stuff, and then I told myself, oh my God, I don't know if I want to be seen. It's like too late. You're already here. So I'm doing better about it. Plus, I miss you guys when I don't get to go online. So, Leo, let's see what's going on for 2026. The Star and the 10 of Wands. Leo, you're entering your healing era. There's something about 2026 where you're really going to take this serious. I also feel like if you felt like there was so many connections that just disappointed you or weighed you down, you're not letting that mess up any good things coming your way. And that's exactly the way you're needing to think about this. Like, you have, I don't know if it's that you're restoring your faith or you're starting to really focus on your relationship with God, but there's something about this where you feel, if I want things to prosper in my life, I'm going to have to focus on my faith, or focus on just being hopeful again. There's a sense of, I allowed all my burdens to weigh me down, where I lost a sense of hope. You could be on the Cancer Leo cusp, or dealing with an Aquarius, but that's this kind of feels like you could have really struggled with. They're showing me a lot of water. That's why I'm saying that. And there's a little crab in this one. But there's something about you feeling like, thank God I don't have to carry the weight of this no more. Because remember, we're using the After Tarot deck, and the After Tarot talks about what happens when you, like, right after you make the decision to move, right? So in the 10 of Wands in the traditional tarot deck, he's carrying all of these wands on his back, and it's heavy and it's burdensome, and he could barely take a step because of the weight of it all that he's carrying. And this one, he's finally deciding to drop those burdens and focus on one thing at a time. And because he's doing this, he's like, whew, if this is all I have to carry, I'll take it. But he's taking a break because he just realized how, like, not only how important it was for him to drop all of this stuff, but also to focus on one thing at a time makes it easier. And then to take a break to understand what you just did, because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to drop it all. It wasn't easy to say, I'm not going to allow the past to burden me today, or I'm not going to allow the past to really mess up anything that I'm trying to build in the future. So for some of you, Leo, if this has to do with relationship, if you feel like you are carrying the weight of a relationship, you finally feel like you don't have to do that anymore. You finally feel like it's not your burden to have to hold on to. I feel like you have a person in your life that is making you feel like, damn, finally someone is helping to not only heal your heart, but pouring into you the way that you've been pouring into them. And this is a really good feeling. Strength. Come on, Leo, showing up. Yes, overcoming major obstacles. The strength card comes up after difficulty. And so when you see the 10 of wands here, this shows me you carried a lot. And this could have been a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements, a lot of you saying like, damn, I'm tired, I have to do all of this, and I got to take care of the kids, and I got to take care of the house, and I got to take care of you, and I got to and I got to work, and I got to pay these bills, and I have all this debt. Like, you are carrying a lot, and now you have someone that's saying we will do it, right? Because they're all together, like, we got you. It's me, you, and spirit. That's how this feels. Like, you have someone who could be really um really connected to the divine. Like, you have someone that really talks to God a lot, or they're starting to. And that's why I feel like there's something about this connection that's really going to make you have to turn to God in order to make this work. With the Strength card here, the Five of Cups, yeah, and the Hierophant. I'm just saying, you are moving away from focusing on all the wrong things, on all the people that get in the way, all the all this the ideas of what you think your marriage, your relationship is supposed to be, with the Hierophant here, all these things that you think you know, all the things that you think you're supposed to be, your relationship is supposed to be, how you move in life is supposed to be. You're moving away from all that. You're There's something about you, Leo, that's very traditional. You want the picket fence and the happy wife and the happy husband and the house with the children, and you want that, but you want it to feel like it's teamwork, like we're both working, we're both building, we're both um, trying to be mindful of one another and consider one another. You want that feeling, and I feel like you're getting it, but I feel like it may be a little bit different than you anticipated, because you all have baggage. We all have stuff we come with. And I don't know if it's that you were worried that somebody was hiding some things, because there's like a ghost here. I don't know if you were just like, I just always feel like there's something in the background. There's something lingering. I can feel like there's something they're not telling me. That's getting cleared up. Someone is really taking the relationship seriously, or wanting to get married. There's something about this that's moving to the next level, but something comes out. A conversation takes place. It unburdens the situation, unburdens the both of you, and then it's like, now we can focus on the marriage. And it's something about you putting God in the center of it that makes it all worthwhile. She said, but I miss you. You used to post on the regular. I just figured life got to life. And yes, girl, life did get to life. And honestly, it's like the holidays and stuff like that. I really just wanted to focus on family. Um, Work is always work. I have a separate, I have my career on top of what I do. But yeah, I just really wanted to focus on family. That's it. I just wanted to spend time and break away from the pressures of having to like show up for everybody and show up for those who wait on me. Like, I work all the time, so my family's always waiting on me, and I didn't want that energy not going into the new year. I wanted to make sure that they knew that they were the foundation, they were the center. So I gave them all of my time, as much as I could. And now we're back to it. And at least they know, like, they know mom, they know all that I do, and all that I work hard for to provide for them. It's like they understand. Now I got to get back to this to keep that going, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but anyways, Leo, let's go ahead and pull a career message for you. Now I do want to say, if this has to do with work, the Strength card, the Hierophant, I feel like you could be looking for a job that is like more aligned with your purpose. I feel like you should be in a field where you're in a healing area, medical fields, or um, it's like, or there's something about you needing guidance, or you giving guidance to people here, like you being the strength of someone. That's why I feel like you could be working in the medical field as an aide or something like this. I feel like this is where you're going to be going if you're not already there. But I feel like there's something about your job that could be changing because it needs to be more aligned with who you are or your life's purpose here. And I feel like you're going to be getting this in 2026. You're either going to be getting the message when it's time to go. Yep, I kid you not. We got movement here. You'll make good progress now and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. I feel like this is what's happening. You could be feeling like you're living this day to day, but you could be getting bored of it and you're starting to feel like, man, I could be doing so much more. Or there was a career path that you took in the past and you left it because it got burdensome and you're starting to realize you want to go back to this, but you want to find a new way about working in this field. Maybe it was just a specific place that was burdensome, but if you go to another town or another company, it can be a lot easier for you, more flexible hours, but it fills the soul. It's something about that. Like it feeds your soul and it feels like where you get to fill their cup, they fill yours. That's kind of how it feels. So I see you moving and trying something new or just really focused on your health. Um, or you working for a company that really helps you get your health together also. Like this feels like a boss or something that is telling you to focus on your health. 2026 is going to be big about that so that this doesn't become a burden to you. Now, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm just telling you what I see here. Go seek out medical professionals for all that information. But I am seeing somebody getting their health together because there may be a bit of a